Hello everyone, this is Matt with Comax Gaming and welcome to another SourceMod tutorial. So before starting with the tutorial, just wanted to say happy holidays and Merry Christmas to those of you who do celebrate Christmas, and happy whatever you celebrate to everyone that does not celebrate Christmas. So this week I'm actually gonna finish the MySQL thingy that I told you to check if the admin actually banned him and also if the ban exists, so we don't get that. Because I really think it's important that we finish something first and we understand it completely before starting with something new. And also, I just wanted to say that I'm not gonna be pushing new tutorials every week now, because I'm kind of a new project and I cannot do weekly videos, unfortunately. So I'm gonna try to post videos like every week, but I don't know if it's gonna be possible. I want to, but yeah, you know, I don't have time. Anyways, another thing I want to say is that I'm not gonna be teaching new stuff as of now. I wanna first do a review of everything we've learned over from the first tutorial to the last or this tutorial. So feel free to leave comments saying, I don't know, any plugin you want to make. Like if you ever wanted to make a plugin and you're like, oh my god, this is so hard, I cannot make it, and you need help and you don't know who to ask, then leave a comment or send me a private message and I'll do a tutorial based on what you asked, right? And I just figured out that I never changed that, so yeah. So so yeah, leave a comment please, because I don't know what to post otherwise. Like I wanna do a review, an in-depth review of everything, and I'm gonna explain line by line of every plugin. So yeah, because there are plugins like I can explain this, but then you might be like, okay, where can I use this, or how do I use this in this occasion, or something like that. So feel free to leave a comment, anything you want. I'll try to explain it the best way possible. So without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. So let's go to the unban command. I think this one, no, this one's for ban and this one's to remove the ban. Okay, so we have this not much code here. So what we want to do now is actually very simple. We want to actually get the player's Steam ID, and then we want to push it out, like check if that Steam ID is the same Steam ID that the current player has. So I'm gonna write it because that might be confusing for you guys. So first of all, we want to remove this, honestly. So we're gonna select, and actually, wait a minute, let me pause the video. Okay, so we are here in the phpMyAdmin thing for the SQL Toot database with the table ban list. And right here in the structure of this table, we can see that we don't have a Steam ID for the admin, so we definitely want to create that. So let's click here. We want to say admin Steam ID. It's gonna be a voucher of 32 characters and nothing else. So save, and we have another thing right there. So with that changed, we want to go back here, and before continuing with this, we want to actually add something else here, right? We want to have a new string. This is in the command, the ban command, right? We have the name, the Steam ID, the name admin, and the time. Now we want to have a new string that is going to contain the admin Steam ID, right? So 32 characters, and that shouldn't be there. So we're gonna get the auth string of the client right now, because whoa, what the fuck? Like I said before, target is gonna be our target, the player that is gonna be banned, and client is gonna be the admin, because you are firing the command, or the admin, right? So here we have reply to command, right? Yes. It's cool to have reply to command because maybe you're banning someone from your console, right? From the server console, and you don't have a chat there. And if you actually put print to chat here, it's gonna throw you like a bunch of errors because it cannot print to a chat since the chat doesn't exist. So reply to command is gonna say, okay, this is from a console, I'm gonna reply to the console. This is from a chat, I'm gonna reply to the chat. So yeah, it's pretty useful. So we create the variable, we get the Steam ID of that client, and now we want to insert into the database. So add comma admin Steam ID, and here I want to put %s and the admin Steam ID. Alright. So now we're saving all this into the player, into the player's thing, right? So we're gonna format the query a bit more, just in case. And you can definitely do size of query right here, which I'm actually gonna do. Sometimes I don't do it because I don't have time, and since I'm running out of time, it's actually faster to write 330 or the amount of characters that character array is gonna have, or string, call it the way we want to call it. So right here we want to say select, we want to select the Steam ID, I want to select the admin ID, admin Steam ID, where the Steam ID equals the one that we entered right there. So if query does not equal invalid handle, we're gonna create a new what's it called, a new string, sorry for that, that is going to contain the value that we're gonna get. So it's gonna be called admin, or actually Steam ID, just like that, right? We don't have a variable called Steam ID. Nope. Oh wait. Oh no, it's the argument one. So here I'm gonna point out that this refers to the admin. Let me point that out. Steam ID in the database, not the one outside, like not the one you're getting right here, right? So like we did before, we're gonna do SQL fetch string, and as you can see, we get the query here. So we're gonna do query h because we always want to put the handle, the field. Like I said, it's gonna be the array here, and Steam ID is gonna be 0, and admin Steam ID is gonna be 1. I explained that in a tutorial before, so if you don't know how to use that, please make sure to check out all the MySQL tutorials, because there are 3 parts before this one. So the buffer is gonna be Steam ID. The max length is gonna be well, size of Steam ID, and maybe I'm forgetting something. No, I'm not. That's all we want to put. And remove this bracket. I put that bracket because you know how when you erase or press the backspace key, that menu thingy that you get all with the reference and stuff, it goes away. So yeah, by opening another bracket or brace, you actually get the menu back. So okay, we fetch the string from query h, the index 1, Steam ID, right? So now we want to say if the string equals, because it's a string, right? So we're gonna put Steam ID and the current Steam ID. I'm going to create a new line just to point out copy, paste, much better. And this actually refers to the admin Steam ID right now. I'm going to do it right now. Current, not current, it's current. Steam ID. So if the Steam ID we get from the database actually equals the Steam ID that the admin that wrote or run this command has, so if the Steam ID of this player or this client equals the Steam ID that we can find here, then we want to continue. Or the client equals 0. What the hell is that? You may be saying, okay, there's no client 0. Of course there isn't any client 0. Client starts from 1, right? From 1 to max players. That's what we do in a for loop. To get the players, we do new int or new blah 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 equals 1, because there's no index 0. Index 0 is actually the console, the server console, the main console, the main stuff. That's the client 0. So basically what we're saying here, if the Steam ID of the admin that banned the player is the same as the one that's trying to unban him, or we are actually executing this command from the server console, then we want to continue. And it's not working. Great. Oh, what the fuck? Somehow my language, there we go, my keyboard input language switched to English and it wasn't letting me do anything. Whatever. Okay, so let's continue. We want to copy and paste this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't delete that line. You need it. Really? 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 I hate this text editor. And what the oh my god. It's trolling me. Okay, there we go, finally. Want to reply to the command saying that it was successfully unbanned if it wasn't banned. How do we say that? Format. We have to type another query, but we're gonna use the same variables as before. There's no need to declare new variables, of course. So yeah. And we're actually gonna copy and paste this. Really? We are. So we're gonna do delete or remove from, remove or delete. I always forget, god damn it. BRB. Okay, it's a delete. How can I forget that, honestly? Like, I forgot it last week and I'm forgetting it now. Delete, no, not all. Delete from. Delete from ban list, where I don't know what it did. What? Delete from ban list where the Steam ID, where Steam ID equals the argument 1, right? So basically what we're saying is delete everything, like all the records from the table ban list where the Steam ID equals the argument that we inputted there. So actually before doing that we have to check another thing. Actually we have to check it before. Yeah, we have to check it before. What an idiot. So we're gonna move this format, just very simple. We're just gonna move this format in here, and here we wanna do select. Actually, no, wait. No. No, this is okay, because if I actually, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, actually we don't have to change anything. We just have to write very simple, right? Actually, we have to say if we fetch the row, SQL fetch row. Why? I'm gonna explain that in a second. It says fetches a row from the current result set. Right? It's simple. It's basically gonna say, okay, if we can actually fetch any row from this query that we input, then basically the record does exist. If we can push anything with this, the record does exist. But if this actually returns invalid handle or something like that, then it's obviously gonna say that we don't have any record. So that's how we check if the ban does exist. So we're gonna type else, and I cannot type else, definitely not that. Want to reply to the command, I want to say ban record was not found. Very simple. So again, with any query, like you can do select anything or select all from this, and if this actually fetches any row, like if we find that, by row we mean like if we have like, I don't know, 8 bands, each band is gonna have a row, right? Each thing is gonna be a row. This is in a row. All this information is in a row, right? So what we're saying is get the row. Basically, that's all we're saying. Like, get that line. If we find that line, it's because the band does exist. If we cannot find that line, it's because, well, the band does not exist. We couldn't find any matches for that query that we sent. And here we're checking for the admin, right? So we're gonna delete when we find it. And else here wanna say, okay, dude, what the hell are you trying to do? You didn't ban this guy. Get the fuck off. Like, literally, get out. We're gonna say, okay, found ban record. No, found record cannot unban. You have not, or you didn't ban this player. Okay, now let me go through this code again very fast. Here we select the Steam ID and the admin Steam ID, where the Steam ID this is confusing. We select the player's Steam ID. I don't know where the hell we're getting the Steam ID of the player. What am I doing? Wait a minute. Oh yeah. No, never mind. We don't want to get that. We don't want to get the Steam ID of the client because it's obviously stupid. We just want to get the admin Steam ID, right? Because it's the only value that we're gonna use. Where the Steam ID equals the argument 1, which is the Steam ID that we input into the console. And remember, you have to put it in between quotes if you want this to work. So the admin Steam ID. Now we're gonna test this, and we're gonna say, okay, if we find that value, if you find that row from that from that table, like if in that table you find this row with this information, where the Steam ID actually does equal that, and you find this, then we can definitely say that we found the ban, and we can continue with this. So then we declare the Steam ID, and we declare the current Steam ID, and then we say, okay, if the string equals the Steam ID that we're getting from the database, the admin Steam ID that we're getting from the database, whoa, okay, yeah, funny picture. BRB guys. We're saying, okay, sorry for that. We're saying the Steam ID of the admin that is in the database record equals the one that the player has right now, meaning that if it was the same person, then we want to continue as well if we are using our server console. Then we want to say, okay, delete it and reply to the command saying that we banned them. If not, then we go to all the else's, of course. I'm gonna test this out in a second, so BRB. Alright guys, I'm here on, I'm gonna ban myself. So and we're gonna type something like random, and as you can see, we get the banned thing. And if we try to join, obviously it's gonna say that we were banned. So now, if we check here in your PHP My Admin, you're gonna see that the Steam ID actually equals my Steam ID right here, because I banned myself. So yeah, it's gonna have my admin name, the name, and yeah, the reason, and the Steam ID name. Forgot to type from ban list here, so yeah. Also forgot to change this from 1 to 0, and I'm gonna show you what happens if you don't change that, like what happens with the index. It's gonna say that error fetching data field from field 1, of course, because we have 0 here, like we have the first one, we don't have 2 anymore, so 0 is gonna be the first one. So let me compile again, and it's gonna say that we are unbanned, and if we check here, actually, fuck. Another thing is that here I forgot to actually perform the query, so it was never gonna work. So now we're gonna actually execute the query, and we're gonna check if we have any syntax error or any stuff like that. So yeah, so I'm gonna check if the actually, as you can see, it says the ban record was not found, because I'm typing random stuff in. But if I actually type my Steam ID, it's gonna say that client with Steam ID was successfully unbanned, and if we go here, it's actually gonna be unbanned as well. So I can't show you if the Steam ID actually works, but one thing I can do is actually create a record. So BRB, as you can see, I type really stupid crap, so I'm gonna copy the Steam ID of the client here, and it's gonna be, yeah, it's not the Steam ID, of course. And we're gonna do is MySQL remove ban, and as you can see, it didn't copy. Wait a minute. There we go, and it says found record ban, found, yeah, and you cannot unban because you didn't ban this player. If we were to type more stuff, it's gonna say that it was not found, and if we type it again, it says that we didn't ban him, right? So it works. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I know I messed up again, but I fixed it, so that's what counts. Remember to fix this, and thanks for watching again. I'll hope to see you sometime around the other week, not next week, maybe the other. Please leave a comment below with plugins that you want to make and you can't. Anything you want to do, leave a comment. I'll try to do it, but please support me by liking the video, rating it up, subscribing to my channel. I appreciate it a lot, and I don't get anything from this. It's just something I do for you guys, and I don't really get anything. So please rate the video up, and well, nothing else. Thanks for watching again, guys. I'll see you sometime around the next week. No, the other week. So have a nice time and a happy new year. Goodbye.